Hello little artists, I'm Mariana Olson and today we're doing a folding surprise lunch bag. Are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna need paper, something to color with. I'm using markers and something to draw with. I will use a black marker that you can change for a pencil. We're gonna start folding the paper in half. Then we're gonna take the bottom part and fold in half again. Now we're gonna flip it over and fold one more time. And then we're gonna open it, you're gonna flip it, and we're gonna start drawing right here. Hello little artists, today we are back. We're finally back after 6 months of not being here. I'm so excited and I hope you miss me. I miss you guys a lot. And today we're celebrating the way back with a back to school lunch bag. We're gonna use our paper folded this way and we're gonna start on the outside. We're gonna leave about 2 finger space from here and I wanna put a little mark and I'm gonna do the same on the other side. 2 finger space from the end of the paper to here. Now we're gonna trace some lines. We're gonna start on the right side and I wanna go up and then I wanna do a curve. This is gonna be the corner of the lunch bag. And on the other side, we're gonna repeat the same shapes. Now this is gonna be pointing to the other side. Okay? Now that I have these two, I can rotate the paper a little bit and we can join the 2 lines. Okay? Now we're gonna do the same on the bottom. Let's cross these lines. We're gonna go down and once that I get really close to the end of the paper, I wanna do the curve. Okay, let's repeat on the other side. I'm gonna go down and curve. Okay, and now I can rotate my paper and join these two. Make sure that you still have some room between the line and the end of the paper or the edge of the paper. Okay, now we're gonna repeat the same shape with round corners inside. Okay, so I want to start on the right side. I want to leave about a finger space between the 2 lines and I want to repeat this shape. I want to leave a space. Okay, and I want to rotate the paper again. And for this part, you can use a ruler if you feel more comfortable. I'm just pressing the marker kind of hard against the paper and that helps me going a little bit more straight. Okay, let's trace the last one. We're gonna connect these two right here. And if you guys feel that this part is going super fast, you guys can pause the video until you catch up with me. And if you guys feel like this part is going too fast, remember you can pause the video until you catch up with me. Now we're gonna do the handle on the top of the lunch bag and I wanna go in the center. I wanna do a curve rectangle. I wanna do a rectangle with curved corners. We're gonna do a curve and then I'm gonna do one more around this one like that. Okay. I want to put one more detail. We're going to do the zipper on the right side. So I'm going to start with a little circle down here. And then we're going to do a triangle shape underneath that. And one more inside. Okay. Now let's trace a thin rectangle shape. I'm going to start from the top of the circle. Going up. Now I want to round that line. And I want to start going back down. The last detail is that we're gonna do the face of the lunch bag. You can do a different face as me. I wanna start here with a smile. And then on each side of the smile, I wanna do a curve and a curve. And I wanna join these two on the bottom. It's kind of like a bean shape. Inside, we're gonna put the tongue. And I wanna do 2 square tooth here, so it looks a little bit more funny. And next to it, we're gonna do the eyes. I'm just gonna do mine like 2 oval shapes. And I'm leaving about a finger space in between them, okay? A finger space here and the same on the other side. And remember, I'm doing my eyes underneath the folding part. This is it for the outside part. You can change or add more details if you want, but for now, let's open the paper. And we're gonna finish the top part first. We're gonna cross the lines on these edges. I'm gonna join them again right underneath the folding part. And once that I have that, I'm gonna just cross the rest of the lines I have on the top. Okay, now let's do the bottom. Same idea. We're gonna start with the edge lines. And now I want to join them from side to side, going slow from side to side. And now I'm just cross the rest of the lines. Now the fun part is coming. We're gonna put inside whatever you think you should have in your lunch bag. So you can change the content of yours. You can put something funny, you can put your favorite lunch. I want to start with some classics. We're gonna start with a juice box, and I want to leave a little bit of a space, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of a diagonal line, and then I'm gonna go to the right, and then I go back down, and again it's a diagonal line. So my box juice, it looks a little tilt to the left. On the top, I'm gonna trace a rectangle shape, and I'm leaving little space on the top right here and a big space down here. Now my juice is gonna be an apple juice, but you can change also what kind of juice you want to bring to school. So I'm gonna start with the apple, and we're gonna put here a little leaf. And to finish this juice box, we're gonna do a straw. So I want to start with a diagonal line, then it comes down to the left like in a V shape kind of thing. And then I want to go around repeating that shape, going back down. And I want to put a line here from this corner, and then 1 and 2 to the sides. Next, we're going to put a fruit. I'm also going to do an apple, but again, you can change it for your favorite fruit. I'm doing here a first curve, and then I'm going to do one more to the left. And these ones are a little bit bigger. One more to the right. We're gonna do the stem of the apple, and I'm doing here a line and a line inside. And then let's continue with the face of the apple. I want to start with a smile. I'm gonna do a little line and then a long one, and we're gonna draw 2 little square teeth right here, very similar to this one, and the 2 little eyes. Now next to the apple, I'm drawing a little treat. I want to draw a muffin. So I'm going to start here with a curve. And then underneath, I want to join with 1, 2, 3, and 4 letter U's. And we're going to do a diagonal line on underneath those letter U's. And inside, I'm doing more lines to make it look like the paper. Now this face, I'm gonna do 2 U shapes to make it look like my muffin is kind of sleeping. Okay. Next, we're gonna continue with a sandwich. Okay. So I'm gonna go in behind the apple, and I'm gonna go up with a line, and then on top of this line, I'm gonna do kind of like a letter C. Now I wanna go behind the muffin, and I wanna do the same thing, a line and a letter C. And I want to try to make my letter C's at the same distance so I can join them up here. Okay. Now I want to repeat the same shape now on the outside. I want to leave a little bit of a space between the lines, and I'm gonna draw the crust of the bread. Okay, by doing a second line right there. Okay, now this face is gonna be a little bit funny. We're gonna do a line, it's a little bit more a straight line. He's not so happy. We're gonna put a tooth in each side of the line. And then the little eyes again with 2 oval shapes. I'm gonna make my sandwich that has some lettuce. So I'm gonna put here a couple curves for my lettuce, tomatoes, you can put pepperoni, I don't know, whatever your favorite sandwich is. The last thing we're gonna draw is a baggie of crackers. I'm gonna start here going down on the juice box, and I'm gonna do triangle shapes going to the right, up and down until I connect with the sandwich. Okay, inside I want to draw a rectangle shape, and inside of that rectangle shape I want to draw a square shape, which is going to be the shape of the cookies or the crackers, in a little circle. Now we're going to do a couple crackers coming out of the baggie. Okay, so I'm going to do the squares with round corners. So I'm going to put one here, and one more that is sticking out of my sandwich. Now these faces I'm going to draw with two triangle shapes and a big smile. We're going to do the same for the three of them. And to make it look like they are coming out of the baggie, we are going to draw a couple lines here. So I'm making one long line and one a little bit shorter for all the crackers. And there, that's it. We finished this lunch bag that is ready to go back to school. Let's check how it looks when we close it. And this is how it looks when we open. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and now my favorite part is coming. Let's color. Okay, little artists, we are done. This is how my lunch bag turned out. I choose red colors, but you can choose all. You can change all of this. You can add some texture, or you can add some words in your lunch bag, or maybe some stickers on it. You can use your imagination to finish this picture. And now let's check how it looks in the inside. I really enjoyed this lesson. You can add something funny inside, something that you're supposed to bring in your lunch bag. I hope you have fun to it, and I'm so happy to be back here with all of you. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss lessons step by step like this one. See you next time.